Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Erin McGuire. I am a worthiness coach teaching you how to have more worthiness in your life and in your business. And if you're new here, welcome. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you're always getting the latest videos. Today's video is all about people pleasing and how to stop. And where does it actually come from? I call myself a recovered people pleaser. It took me years and years and years to get over the issues that surround people pleasing. But it's not just something that, maybe we're just more inclined to because of our personality. I don't really believe that. It's really something that was ingrained in you from early childhood. And I want to get into the reason of why we people please today, because a lot of my clients, a lot of the women that I work with, struggle with people pleasing. It's almost like an epidemic in our culture. We are almost trained to worry and care for everybody else instead of ourselves. And I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that I think religion has a part to play in this, because religion, a lot of religion, especially Christian religion, will tell you you need to be selfless. You need to be, that taking care of yourself is selfish. And that just isn't true. That's just not true. And I see different people even talking about this, and it's hurtful to me because it's very harming for people to live in a society that's constantly focused about giving to everybody else. Yes, in the grander scheme of things, we want to be giving, but if we're not receiving on the other end of that, then that giving isn't true giving. It's giving from a place of an agenda. And that agenda is, I'm trying to get love. So let me back it up here and talk about why I'm saying that. As children, we were programmed that if mom or dad gave us attention when we did something for them, let's say, especially if you grew up with a narcissistic parent, you're a people pleaser by nature if you grew up with a narcissistic parent, because it's just the nature of that dynamic. And if we were trained as children that when I do something for mom or dad, I get love and or attention, then my childlike brain, which is not developed fully yet, is going to create a program and a pattern in there that says, I only receive love from what I'm doing, not from who I am as a person. That fundamental belief is the core belief if you grew up in a narcissistic household, and in a lot of other households too. So that core belief that I am valued for what I do, not for who I am, is the core belief that people pleasers hold. If you're a people pleaser, please leave a comment below this video and let me know how this video is resonating for you. I'd love to hear from you and help support you in your recovery to get out of people pleasing, because it is the most exhausting self-betrayal and abandonment we can do to ourselves. It's going to literally burn you out. It burned me out on so many different occasions. Even when I was aware of people pleasing, there were still underlying issues that I wasn't even conscious of that were still going on. Such as, I remember I needed to call my stepdad back, and I didn't want to. I was having all this resistance to calling him back. And I was aware enough at this time to sit with that and go, what's really going on here? And what it was that I knew when I gave him a call, it would be an hour or so or longer conversation of him and all the things, that he needed help with. And I kind of became his therapist in a way in those phone calls. And I started to realize in that moment that I was doing that for everybody. My clients, obviously, I'm there for my clients, but there was also this kind of dark underside to my clients as well, that I was getting my needs fulfilled by helping them. So Was I really helping from the truest, most fullest part of myself? Not really, right? Because I was actually, because there was a need I was trying to meet there. This need of, I need to prove by doing that I'm worthy. And I would overdo it in my work, in my business. I was doing way more than I needed to be doing, and watching all these videos of all these other people and what they do and thinking I needed to do all that as well. It was a recipe for burnout, and I burnt myself out so many different times. So that core belief is the core belief of a child that grew up to become a people pleaser. The belief of, I am valued for what I do, not for who I am. And so your job in your recovery process is to undo that by learning who you are. And by giving yourself compassion and by loving yourself, even when you mess up, even when you people please, when you are now super aware of it. And it's by, discovering new things about yourself and by putting yourself first. And not in a selfish way. So let's go back to the conversation at the beginning of this video, which was where I went out on that limb and mentioned religion, especially Christianity, in the puzzle piece it plays in this. There is nothing wrong with giving to others, 100%. That is where we get fulfillment, is in giving and contributing. It's one of our 6 human needs that we need. We need to contribute. It's the top human need we can have. So I am not saying that giving is not something we should be doing. But when I hear different, people saying things like self-love is selfish, self-care is selfish, that is triggering to me in the respect that people that struggle with people-pleasing, there are a lot of us, that when somebody that struggles with people-pleasing hears that taking care of yourself is selfish, it rewires you to believe that you need to keep doing what you're doing. When we're not addressing the issue, which is people-pleasing is from unresolved trauma. It's from growing up with parents who weren't fully actualized in their being and weren't able to give you unconditional love and empathy because they didn't get that. It's not their fault either. This is generational. It keeps getting passed down. It's unresolved trauma. If I am people-pleasing, it's because I've not resolved some trauma within me, the shadow self, as we talk about in different videos. And it's not doing any justice to have religion telling you on top of that it's selfish to give to yourself first. So that's just my thought on that piece, that I want to be really clear that there can be some damaging, information out there that for somebody that's really needs to work on self-love and self-care, that hearing those things can be actually quite damaging. I'm going to go into in the next few videos, some different things that are also unresolved trauma that you may not think of. And again, that core belief, if you struggle with people-pleasing, is I am valued for what I do, not for who I am. So I have an amazing program for you that is designed for the people pleasers of the world to help you unravel this with a group of like-minded people and to really feel safe in that container with somebody guiding you who's been there, done that. And this is the program that I wish was available for me when I first started on my journey. It would have made my life a lot easier. It's like a roadmap to getting out of this dark place of feeling stuck and not knowing how to move forward, not knowing how to stop abandoning yourself. Because every time I'm giving to other people out of this need to feel valued for what I do, I'm doing that from trying to get love from other people, trying to prove myself. That's fucking exhausting. And it's a huge waste of time. It's like life will pass you by and you will still be trying to prove yourself. Let's stop those cycles of burnout and people-pleasing that are keeping us stuck. So it's called Empowered Women. There'll be a link below the video to learn information about it and register. You can also sign up for my free 3-day confidence challenge that'll give you a taste of kind of what we do in that program. So I'd love to hear from you. Let me know in the comments below how this resonated for you. Let's work on eradicating that belief in yourself by really learning your true authentic self and what fills up your cup, and that it's safe to say yes to you first, because that's a big part of this. We don't feel safe taking care of ourselves because we've been trying to get love in all the wrong places, as they say, through proving ourselves. So again, I hope this video was helpful for you. Let me know how it resonated. And again, if you want some assistance and guidance in a safe group container with me leading you and guiding you through the process, check out my Empowered Women program. I hope to see you again really soon.